Hi, this video is about the Caribou Mathematics Contest. I'm going to show the solution for the November 2012 Grade 9-10 contest, question 22, which also came up in the Grade 11-12 contest. So the question is, by putting suitable signs plus, minus, times, division, and brackets in between the digits 6666, one can generate many numbers. For example, in brackets 6 times 6 minus 6, closing bracket, times 6 equals 180. Which of the following numbers cannot be generated this way? Hint: if the number to be generated is large, then it can only be the product of numbers composed out of 6. So, in order to obtain these numbers using 4 6's, we will start by writing down some building blocks. So, let's start with 6 plus 6 is 12. No, 6 divided by 6 would be 1. Six times 6 is 36. And 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. So let's start with the first number, 42. So 42 can be written as 6 times 7. So we can keep the 6, and we know 7 would be 6 plus 1. So we know that we can use a 6. And 1, we just use our building block here, which is 6 divided by 1. 6 divided by 6, sorry. So we have 6 plus 6 divided by 6 is 6 plus 1 in brackets is 6 times 7 is 42. So this works. So now let's go to the next number, 37. 37 can be written as 36 plus 1. So now we can use our building blocks, 36 and 1. So we can just do 6 times 6 plus 6 divided by 6. So we know we can obtain 37 using 4 6's. So now the next number, 432. And this can be written as 216 plus 216. So now we can use our building blocks, 6 times 6 times 6 plus 6 times 6 times 6. So as you can see, we have 6 6's here, but we can only have 4. So we can easily cancel out 2 6's by using the distributive law, which would be 6 times 6 times, and in brackets, 6 plus 6. So we know we can obtain 432 using 4 6's. So now the next number, 66. So we can write 66 as 6 times, and in brackets, 12 minus 1. So we can use our 2 building blocks, 12 and 1. So let's write that. So that would be 6 plus 6. And then we have minus 6 divided by 6. So now we know we can only have 4 6s, but we have 5 6s. But we can easily cancel 1 6 because we have times and division. So now we can write it as 6 times, and in brackets, 6 plus 6. And then we would have that minus 6 to obtain 66 using 4 6s. So now we have 144. Which can be written as 12 times 12. So now we can just use our building blocks. We have 6 plus 6. And then we have times 6 plus 6. So now the next number, 60. So we know that 66 uses 4 6s, and 60 would need 1 more 6 to subtract. So we would need 5 6s. Now we are not sure whether there are other ways to do this or not, so we will just skip to the next number. So let's look at 222. And that can be written as 216 plus 6. Now we would just use our building block. So we can write it as 6 times 6 times 6 plus 6. So we know that we can obtain 222 using 4 6s. So we know that if there is any one number that cannot be made by using 4 6s, then we know that this must be 60, because we have already proved that every other number can be composed using 4 6s. So we know that the answer is F60, because it is the only way that cannot be made using 4 6s. If you'd like to know more about this contest, please feel free to visit our website at www.brocu.ca/caribou.